Hello viewers, I'm SP and welcome back to Evil Genius 2, where we have this just brilliantly designed base, and a whole bunch of incredibly smart and competent and capable minions, and what are we doing about the... Okay, we have them tagged for distract. That's probably... Oh man, they have a lot of suspicion though, is the thing. Y'all interrupted my intro. Should we tag them for murder? I don't need to... I have an objective. I have a side objective to kill. But it's specifically to kill... like, smash investigators. Okay. I guess the best thing to do would be to distract them and send them home. But, like, I think when you send them home, they still carry back their suspicion. I believe, if I'm remembering how it worked in the first game correctly, and there's no guarantee that that's the case... I believe it is the case that it's de-resolving them does not fix the stuff they already saw. So maybe we ought to just take them out. And then also, obviously, there is the benefit here of intel, which we are still desperate for. So let's just pull some people up here. Hopefully their disguises will wear off at some point eventually. This would be another big benefit, I think, of the super trap corridor. Just give people's disguises time to wear off. There we go. Okay, right as Iris showed up, basically like the most optimal moment possible. It is interesting though that these two had their disguises wear off considerably before that one. I wonder why that is. Maybe they just engaged them at different enough times. Okay, that ought to be easy enough. That one is going to try to leave with the evidence, and I am not okay with that. I do not allow it. Okay, also, I forgot that for whatever reason, this game shows my Steam notifications on camera, so we're just going to put me offline on Steam there. It's weird, because I should be, like, hooked into the render pipe. Whatever, it's fine. So can we, maybe, get rid of some of these damn body bags? I think it would be really helpful if the base was not constantly full of body bags. Alright, we have that thing running. That's the only thing we're doing on the world stage, and we are not going to give our minions the chance to get confused. We are going to give no more world stage orders. I am going to go ahead and station the genius right here for the moment. So we will get an immediate, like, pause notification if anyone escapes their cell, and then she will shoot them very hard with her science ray. Okay, we're gonna wait till their resolve runs out before we go interrogating them. So for the moment, really, what we're mostly doing is waiting, right? We're just getting this stuff done. We do have the investors on the world stage to deal with. I suppose I could be upgrading... We could be upgrading our criminal networks, which is a thing we do in fact need to do. Okay, well we got this done, so we can now commit people to stuff. It takes 10 intel to do one of the next missions. That's off the table for a moment. We are going to have... Oh, hey, this one only takes 5. 3 valets and 2 scientists. I probably can afford to do this. Heat's a little close, though. Okay, hold on a second. We also have optional objectives to upgrade a Western Patriot States network, an Eastern Anvil provinces, or an Eastern Saber. Oops, that's not the... I meant escape in the sense of close that menu, not go back to our map. Yeah, unfortunately, heat is just... It's really, really rough. I'm just gonna upgrade this. We gotta get some upgrades going. It's really rough to try to stay under the heat threshold for stuff getting locked down while it's still 50. 50 is too little room to work with. Alright, so that's running about as fast as it can. And how are these going? It's a shame we can't automate this part of the process. Oh, what? That is some hot nonsense. Just walked out of the cell and then immediately disguised. Hey, Zalika? There's a guy. Yeah, you should do a thing about that. The disguise failed instantly. And still. So that time his disguise did fail instantly, though. I'm assuming probably the disguise skill requires... It probably, like, leeches a stat. Some amount per second. Something like that, right? The same way that that a lot of our character skills do. Alright, escort prisoner to the chair. And we did finish our task, so... Why do I have a notification? Oh, is it just... yeah, somebody walked away from the research console. I feel like I don't need a notification on that. So, side story, pushing forward. Got some police records, some complaints from angry dates, and even hurtful one-liners in the comments section. But what does it all mean? Ah, okay, I see. That's why we had a research notification, because we gained a research for dealing with this. Well, we will totally do that after the power stuff. I know that, like, my whole deal here is I'm supposed to have a lot of minions so I don't have to get my hands dirty, but I feel like she could have marched that guy into the cell at the very least. Yeah. Always with the forces of justice. Alright, is this... Nope, still upgrading. It does, it does take a while. So, which ones I've already forgotten? Which ones do I get money for? Eastern Anvil. Damn it, I did it again. So Anvil... Yeah, this one. This seems like a reasonable one to upgrade, although, at the moment, perhaps it would be better to just reset the heat real quick. Because otherwise, I'm afraid this is going to go into lockdown while we're trying to set it up. And that does make that sort of value negative, probably. Immediate dollars negative. Although, of course, once it's upgraded, it is going to be providing all that extra money per second, so I'm sure it'll pay off quickly. Did that guy not give us any intel? Because we only have one now. Yeah, no, I know. It's just, the thing is, there's just so much heat everywhere. It's very difficult to manage all of the things that we have to manage, especially with just the one helicopter. Because it does do just like a profoundly bad job. And I feel like assigning more jobs at the moment is not going to help anybody. Well, except maybe our enemies. It does seem really nice to have a loot item or two, because we had a lot of morale problems for a while there. There were a lot of defections going on, and we see people using the loot item basically, like, constantly. Just standing around and admiring it. We probably want to get another one, but I am worried that it will bring on another super agent. Is she... Oh, her stats are screwed up. Okay, you know what? Why don't you come down here and help her out with that? I could use a little bit of a refresh myself, anyway. And the body bags are affecting morale, right? Yeah, just anytime you're around a body bag, it's like a real bummer. So it would be super cool if we could get the rest of these cleaned up. I mean, I think they are doing it as fast as they can. Yeah, we always have somebody dropping stuff off at the incinerator. It's just a lot of body bags were produced, and we are continuing to produce them. Maybe I should have a bunch more incinerators? The thing is, once we resolve this issue, I don't think it's going to be the case again that we're going to have huge numbers of body bags sitting around, so it feels like it would be a waste in the long term. Alright, we're almost actually done sending people out for these missions.
A henchman has recovered. Interrogation success.
Wait, upgrade Eastern Anvil Province's criminal network. Did we not? Do that. Oh, actually, apparently you can't close that menu without jumping back to here. Oh no, it's currently upgrading. Where's the upgrade progress? Is just sitting there empty. Oh right, because it's in the receiving state. Once again, I was just naively assuming that since we pressed this upgrade button first, this would be the one that got done first. Not so much. Send a worker to invite Agent X to your lair. He'll take some time to investigate and might even try to build a team. Okay. That seems like a thing I really don't want to do. But I guess if we had a brilliant trap set up or something, we could bring him in and subdue him and then never have to deal with his nonsense again. Which, honestly, yeah, it doesn't sound horrible. It is wild how long it takes between helicopter trips. Yeah, it's not even present. It's not even here waiting. There's our scientist who's been desperately trying to get on the mission. Oh, and we have guys. Well, the good news is they should have been seen by the cameras. And we do actually have people on the cameras, so you would think that... Oh, there it is. Well, I mean... Are we, in fact, going to just kill these ones too?
You have a command?
Okay, we're almost refilled on you two.
Research has resumed.
Yeah, damn it. The number of body bags just sitting around is a real problem.
Locate and distract that intruder.
So here's a question. How come only this one got tagged for distraction? I don't know. Also, again, I would like to underline that most of these body bags are my people who were killed by Agent X and his crew. So I feel like this evidence should not be used against me. This is not evidence of crime on my part. It's evidence of laziness on the part of my minions. And I feel like I should not be persecuted for that, personally. Feels just a tiny bit unfair.
Our network has been upgraded.
Okay. So we did get an upgrade. What is this? Okay, it's just a bunch of money. Wow, man. It's a bunch of money at very poor prices. It feels like we probably want to leave a couple of areas really low on... like really, really low level, because if you upgrade everything, the jobs start to get weirdly expensive. Even the jobs that just yield very small things. Although that one's not bad. A luxury candle brand that deals in the rich and famous. However, they waste so much wax. If we could melt that down, we could sell replicas. This isn't even really crime. This is just dumpster diving. And yes, I know, the man will tell you that dumpster diving is a crime, but have I taught you nothing? Well, I mean, yeah, go ahead and launch this scheme. That seems like extremely doable. We do have to get these investors cured at some point. I have to unvoidify them. Is this... That is also a cure investors, and it's very doable if I could just get all that intel. All that sweet, sweet intel. Right, have we managed to get the investigators out of the base? No, not really. Okay, these two are out. Yeah, I wonder if there's a good way to pierce the disguise. So, are the prison cells necessarily a problem, even if we're not using them for crime currently? Yeah, it's like, why would you have these? Oh, and that like immediately fills the bar. All right. This one is now,
I need him out of the picture.
this one is to be handled differently.
If logic dictates.
What are you doing? Deserting? Well, I mean, I sort of don't. Whatever. Whatever, I don't care. It's not like we can get him brainwashed. We don't have the brainwashing tools just yet. Okay, that should be pretty fast. And we're actually almost done with the power stuff. I don't really feel like I'm under attack. I feel like this is going pretty alright. You know what this kind of makes me think of? The way the energy blasts and stuff in this game looks? They make me think of Freedom Force. Freedom? Is that what that game is? I think it was called Freedom Force. Man, maybe I should try that. Maybe that's a thing we should bring back for the channel, because it's been a long-ass time since I played that, and I'm pretty sure I never got past the opening mission. Okay. Let's go do this world domination thing. It requires databanks. Okay, we have 3 databanks up. That shouldn't be a problem. And now let's talk about replacing the existing power stuff with new power stuff. How effective is this? The nuclear generator, it produces just double what the other one produced, while taking up almost twice as much space. That's not really... And also it costs well over double. Huh. Also makes a wonderful nightlight if you leave the hatch open. Don't do that. Don't do that thing. I mean, we could... Alright, so in the space where we have 4 old generators, we could easily put 3 new generators, right? And then... that is generating more total power per space unit. Yeah, let's do some replacement, but we have to be kind of careful about it, because I don't obviously want to dump us into low power mode. And this initial replacement won't change our power levels at all.
An agent has been subdued and captured.
Okay, it is going to be a minute before we're ready to do the thing here.
Let's get silent.
I am going to leave my genius right here, because apparently they don't see the agents walking out of the cell no matter what. So it won't help us to have her actually in that room. I think we should be able to jam 3 across here with enough space, right? 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. Yeah. We should be able to turn 4 columns of these into 3 columns of those without having a different space requirement.
The scheme has succeeded.
Alright, what about... Okay, we're still real short on intel, of course. We're working on it. It's coming in relatively quickly. Oh, that's just on the wrong side of that border. That's a shame. This one also requires 15 intel. Alright, well, I mean, I don't really... Yeah. Let's not do anything while we're still waiting for someone to come in here. By the time that actually gets processed, they'll be done.
Power restored.
Alright, full power was never... We were never not in full power. And actually, we can probably, with the number of spaces that we have available here, we can probably even jam in extra rows. Yes, we can remove those. Yes, please confirm all.
Build more generators.
Okay, that should go down pretty quickly. We are still going to have lots and lots of agents coming in because, of course, I am pissing off everybody. For the moment, we have... Yeah, a little bit of... What does skill actually do? Can we get a mouse over here? Like, no? I'm assuming they use skill to do their abilities, so probably this is like depleting the amount of time they could be spending doing disguise. Maybe we should create... Oh, man. Maybe we should create another area, another like layer of maze like this, but make it entirely out of roulette tables. Is that a thing I'm allowed to do? Is that is that useful at all? Yeah, here in the cover area. What if... Well, we're gonna have to, we're gonna have to leave some space, though, aren't we? We could still, like, we could kind of do it. Just try to make it very awkward for the agents to actually walk through here. What is going to be the best way to do this? I mean, we could do... like that. That'll help, right? Just doing my best to make it really awkward for them to walk through. Is this going to have any effect at all? I honestly have no idea. It won't let me place that because there's currently a person there. Annoying. We're still waiting on all this stuff to get replaced. I probably shouldn't be adding power requirements to the upper base while that's the case. Well, whatever. The interrogation's over. A very small interruption in power isn't going to be like a big deal. Can I get Iris up here to catch this guy? Okay, working on it.
A scheme has succeeded.
A mere 2 suspicion, not a big deal. Boy, they got this stuff delivered like basically instantly though, huh? I'm a little surprised by that. Alright, we're just gonna add a little bit more pathing trouble. Oh, I think I couldn't place this before, maybe because of the footprint of this thing. It was not clear to me that that was what the problem was, though. There we go. Let's see you find your way through that. Nobody can resist roulette. It's the universe's most interesting game. Okay, so we're gonna drop, like, what were the, what were the tables? No, I wanna look at this. Tables are 1 each. Okay, so we're fine. We can afford to drop. Let's not take them all out at once, but like we can sell 3 of these immediately to be replaced by 2 of those.
You're running low on power.
Wait, why would I do what? What on earth am I doing here? Go into edit mode. There we are. Why would I place these with a gap like that? What am I thinking? Alright. So, is there a place here where we can get one of these jobs done? Yep, that's extremely doable, and it doesn't even cost us any technicians. Listen, I'll throw my valets away. I don't care about valets at all. We will always have enough valets. So I can't tell... Okay, this is a level 1 criminal network area. So I was going to say, I can't tell if the intel costs on some of these are really high because they're in higher level areas, or if it's just totally random. But it looks like it's just random. Those high intel schemes can pop anywhere. So hopefully we can just get this done without having to engage with a lot of those. And also, I'm going to give this place a little bit of a reset here. I will pay for the reset. I think we can afford to do that. We're doing all right on income right now. I would love to turn that into me leveling this up. And then just having a good long time before it overheats again. So could we maybe just like pull into Intel real fast? It seems to come in like bundles, I guess. Alright. It's amazing what some forensic investigation and slipping a bribe to the local ramen joint owner can get you. Take your new clues and find out more about your nemesis. I would, in fact, like to do that, please. Alright, what's the deal with the side story now? Now you know Old Man Jubei, when he was Young Man Jubei, killed a lot of people at his dojo, so clearly he was always Angry Jubei. Find out more at the scene of the crime, out on the world map. Well, we might do that. Let's go ahead and collect this. Okay, the world map, and then we gotta set a new research. Let's see, so we're already on that, and almost everybody's ready to go. Do we have any idea which of these missions... I was expecting it to be over here. See, that's definitely an investor thing. Yep, that's an investor thing. Do we not have the tag for his thing yet? Maybe. Yeah, that's the one we're already working on. Oh. Yes, this is the one. It requires 20 intel. Man. Alright. The time may have come for the construction of better intel stuff. Okay, so research. Ah, okay, that opened up, that counted as a level 2 research for us. That's why we have such a large number of things here. So heat at criminal networks builds more slowly. Oh, interesting. To unlock this, you must progress... I'm not allowed to do research on this level just yet, it looks like. Even if I had the money. Well... Yep, and that is, like, universally the case. Okay, well, we do have enough money to do another level 2 research, probably, so what would that be? What would we want? Stores more gold. Decreases the rate heat builds. And that's it, huh? That's not terribly exciting. Maybe this is the thing, maybe just get free broadcast strength. The thing is, broadcast strength is pretty cheap, usually. I don't know that this makes a lot of sense. 22,000 gold for that. Like, what does a console cost? Yeah, 2 broadcast strength under normal circumstances is $6,000. I mean, I guess that comes with power requirements, but still. Even if you're building generators just for that, I think it probably is still cheaper to do that. So... The emergency power thing is probably not really necessary. Which means I don't feel like any of this is really terribly necessary. Okay, you know what? The brainwasher. Get me a brainwasher. I could see us making some use out of that. And we're like a little bit dollar shy right now. But cannot realistically start a new mission until this thing takes off, because it'll just confuse everything. I think the helicopter was coming in as we were coming out to the world map, so hopefully it'll... There we go. Yeah, so let's figure out... Up here. Up here is a place where we could probably make some gold. That seems like a decent one. And then, like... Alright, Agent X is going to continue to move around, and we are going to have the option to invite him from wherever he is. Doesn't seem necessary right now. It's like a place where stuff is really low. Time is not even running right now. Yeah, go ahead and do that. And we'll let those run for the moment. Yep, we sure are broke. I mean, we have a pretty good amount of passive income. We have a lot of broadcast stuff up. I think we could still allow them to leave, but I am definitely considering capturing them just for intel. We could delete this vault and expand into this space for more console room, I suppose. We can't dig that kind of rock yet, nor can we do the research to dig that kind of rock, so that's definitely a consideration. We actually have a ton of consoles, and almost none of them are being worked. I suppose this is a thing that I could affect, probably.
Let's proceed.
Because these things just sit here and do the job, but the Intel consoles have to have somebody at them. So if we just get her up here...
Excellent to see the results.
Hopefully this will actually work. I mean, it says prioritize jobs in her vicinity. That's gotta be what that means, right? And I think we saw a normal worker on this just moments ago, so I think it's the case that... Yeah. Normal yellow-suited guys can do this. It doesn't have to be scientists or anything. Well, we're working. What was it? It was 20 intel, right? Yep, it sure was. And 2 valets, which is like very whatever.
You're running out of gold.
It's only going to gain us a little bit of heat.
Some from the world.
I could just shoot some people. Kind of don't want to until we're closer to our minion capacity, though. Train technicians is a thing that'll just get completed automatically. We don't even have to think about that. We'll probably get that without really thinking about it very much either. So, I mean, we have income. We have sources of income. What does it do to have a worker on this? What is this guy actually providing for us right now? He's just monitoring the world. I don't actually know.
A scheme has succeeded.
Okay. Well, we got people on the Intel consoles now. Hopefully that'll provide a little something. Are you still running around? It takes a long time for these higher level investigators to get bored. Alright, even with all this stuff, it's looking pretty grim for us, time-wise here. You know what? Let's go ahead and queue that up for an upgrade, even though that does cost some intel. I'm trying to buy a little bit more space under that heat cap, though. And we have to get more stuff upgraded. We'll leave some parts of the world at level 1 so that we can still do the simple money-making schemes, but we are also going to need this kind of stuff. Alright, hopefully the helicopter will actually deliver everybody in one go. Wouldn't that be nice? I sure hope it doesn't leave with just 3 of the 5 minions in it, because that would be really annoying. No, it seems to be being patient, at least. Nope. Wait, did it leave without them? Why, it's not even... You know, I think a lot of our problems may come down to that damn helicopter pilot. Alright, so I want to keep doing this, but we have to be a little bit cautious, because we do not have a ton of cash. Well, we are going to have a very healthy power surplus if we actually get this stuff finished. Yeah, and with the minions actually working on the consoles, the time, like, it's not that bad. Also, I have a question. How are only 3 minions waiting for transport? Like, it's been... Okay, there we go. The other 2 heard me. The other 2 heard that I was about to get mad.
A scheme has succeeded.
Well, whenever the helicopter gets back, we'll be ready to... There we go. Don't you dare leave without him. We do have minions coming back. The helicopter's totally going to leave without him. He was a quarter of a second late. Well, I think we found one reason that it seems to be so tedious to get missions going on the world map. Why would this system work this way? I must ask. Alright, for the moment, everything seems to be going fine. The only thing we can really do to increase our income, unfortunately, is to continue upgrading our criminal networks, right? And I suppose actually sending people out on jobs. Well, we may as well get another job queued. It's going to be a little while before we're ready for this. Hopefully the next helicopter trip will get all of the people, the remaining 3 here, and then the trip after that can be for this. Okay, excellent. Excellent work. $40 every 5 seconds. Yeah, good stuff. And you know what? The intel is coming in. So yeah, the helicopter is just not... It makes no attempt to be efficient. Not even the tiniest bit. Does it always make exactly one trip and then come back? Actually, we don't even get to see it coming back. Well, that's a bummer. That's annoying. I guess we're just going to sit here until this button is pressable, but probably it is the case that we're talking about at least 2 helicopter trips before this gets set out. Who knows? It may even find a way to extend beyond that by just not running everybody out at once. I feel like I should be allowed to execute the helicopter pilot when he does a bad job. We really ought to be able to just hire a new one, right? Doesn't that seem sensible? Hold on, we've got a garden shed on this container ship? I mean, I guess you could put anything on a container ship. A garden is a shed is a kind of container. You know, that's certainly true. Can't really argue with that. Alright, well, we're still working on investors and rumors and stuff, and also keeping the game in fast forward, I think, is going to be important. We are really far away from finishing that research. Okay, we can afford to sell the entire next row, even if we can't afford to build all the generators. And this isn't this isn't a process that we have to finish all at once. We can probably leave it here for the moment, and that's enough surplus power to run the next wave of whatever we want to construct. Oh, did she run out of stats? She did. Okay. Let's go reset. While we're talking about people's stats. Okay, Iris is doing fine. Alright, the helicopter is at the base. Unfortunately, only 2 minions are currently waiting for transport. So, yep, it is in fact going to... Oh no, this one was only 2 minions. Okay. So that's Cure Investors number 3 of 5. I mean, we can do the hard reset here. But if we do, we know this will vanish anyway, right? Like, it definitely won't help. That's Agent X. We don't care about that. Yeah, alright. Never mind. We'll just let that lock down, and then we'll find the mission elsewhere. So for the moment, we don't actually have a ton to spend money on. We may as well just keep doing this. You know, I'm going to go ahead and commit the next row here too. Well, we actually... Hold on. We can't afford the whole power loss. Let's leave some of these in place. Oh, it made... The game decided some of the tiles would be invalid if I did that. It's alright, we can do this sort of piecemeal here. Uh-oh. Is there somebody in my training room? Is that what's happening? No. No, it doesn't seem like there's any problem. Oh, Jesus. Hey, look, we found some guys from Saber, and they are feeling pretty murderous. Well, okay. It's a thing we can probably deal with.
You have a command? Affirmative.
Yeah, nothing is certain but my success.
Alright, and we have agents with the dart guns out already, so they're trying. Although they're apparently just getting absolutely wrecked. Turns out, dart gun versus bullet gun. Bullet gun tends to win. Bullet gun is a pretty good kind of gun. I'm just trying to unselect here. These are only like level 2 investigators, too. Artem Toad ran in here and just annihilated everybody. Okay, she finally showed up. That was nice of her.
I'm thinking.
Incarceration protocols initiated.
Yeah, that really sucks. The
Training has stalled.
those agents killed a ton of minions very quickly.
We have captured
Well, we could spend some money on fast recruit, I suppose. I kind of want to just keep, like, we're not that low on minions. I kind of want to keep working on this project. Really, I want this to be over. So let's see, 18, 36.
agent has been captured.
Here, let's stop there for the moment.
The heat at the criminal network has attracted the forces of justice.
No, I know. I know that we are considered very attractive by the forces of justice. And really, who am I to argue?
Enough gold to complete this construction.
Here, we'll do that for right now, and then we'll figure out the rest later.
Research has resumed.
And this shouldn't challenge our power profile at all. Hopefully we can get these guys cleaned up. But again, now we have a whole lot of new body bags, and probably not enough incinerators to... Yeah, maybe I should just bite the bullet and accept that we need a room full of incinerators for when we have a mass casualty event. How old is that "a wave of investigators has arrived" message? Is that these guys? Are these those investigators? I think they might be, actually. Okay, well, we can now go ahead and do this thing. And... we have a ton of intel, but heat management still a challenge. Okay, let's queue that for an upgrade. We have a lot of income, at least for the next little while. Why do I have so many notifications? Okay, well that's one I'm always happy to see. Okay, I have to analyze the clues. Great. Well,
Has succeeded.
I'm pretty busy for the moment, so I think we'll just, Do we want to finish the brainwasher? Yes. Yes, I do. We'll analyze our Jubei clues in a minute here. Let me get the brainwasher, because I want to see what happens when you brainwash agents. Do they, like... I wonder if these guys would basically just become guards. Get those done real fast while Iris is in there, because she does love to do it by hand. Doesn't seem like the best use of her time. So hold on a second. Is our tag zone... Okay, no, it's still on. I don't know why these ones are not getting tagged. Well, for the moment, I guess let's tag them, distract, and send home. And unfortunately, Iris is busier. I would have her run out there and do the thing. Maybe she'll complete her interrogation quickly. I mean, it is nice how long it takes them to approach. I am pretty happy about that part of this. Okay. So I think that agent interrogating that guy may have created an opportunity. What is this? They say imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, but if you imitate theft by stealing from the person who is committing a crime, it's profitable and classy. Okay, so if we don't do this, he's going to overload this area with heat, which is going to cause an immediate problem. Yeah, that sucks. I think we do have to do this so that he does not ruin our day. Although, this mission might just get done in time. I have 14 minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to commit people to that. I think that mission may just get done in time. Damn it. This would be a great time for the cameras to be functional. So it seems like basically all agents have the ability to turn off our traps. Huh. Guard training shouldn't be stalled. It doesn't look like there's anything going on there. Well, we got a couple of them out. Oh, okay, so I think it's giving us a training has stalled message anytime a mission who was in the room preparing to train gets eyeline on someone who's tagged. So that's not a big deal, actually. Alright, and now that we've managed to bounce them out, usually once they're bounced out, they stay out, right? Because we catch them and walk them back out every time they come back in. Okay, how's all this going? Actually, remarkably well. So we can finish selling the rest of the old generators here. And then we have that upstairs space if we really want to change things up. But for the moment, I don't even think we need to do this. Let's just go ahead and generate some dollars here with a move that we are definitely going to make at some point. So we had 0 of 4 minions waiting for transport before. Did the helicopter really leave with a single person? Maybe we are going to have to deal with this, because it's going to take more than 14 minutes for the helicopter to get the people out to the thing. I really hope that I've just not noticed it and that there is some kind of research left that can affect the helicopter, because the helicopter seems like a huge bottleneck in a way that really sucks. And if you can't affect that at all, that's going to become a source of very real frustration. A tremendous amount of frustration. Hey, Iris, are you just walking away from that very important job that needs doing over there? So I don't know if you noticed this, but like... Yep, you actually are just walking away. Hey you, do the thing. Go engage. There we go. How much resolve does an interaction with Iris cost? Wow, not very much, actually. I wonder if we can improve that. Like, I wonder if it's based on her stats. in some ways so that increasing her stats would affect it, maybe? Because that would be awfully nice. How much money is it going to cost to start the world domination research here? Okay, very, very little. I guess we can afford to keep building this out then. I do really like the idea of just having enough power, not having to worry about it. I'm going to queue up the build orders for all of these. Get these done as quickly as possible. Now I am filling the space 10 feet away from where my genius likes to spend her free time with nuclear reactors. So, you know, nuclear power is very safe and everything, but the worst case scenario there is pretty worst case. Also, I wonder if there's a way to get Iris to just, like, stay on someone instead of doing a single morale-draining interaction with them and then walking away. Because she walks really far away. She makes it very difficult for us to get things done. Okay, that's running. It will definitely be done in time. What is this one going to do? It's just going to heat lock the region. That's actually really annoying because that is going to interrupt our thing here, but the only way to stop it would be to interrupt our thing here, so it's not like it doesn't actually make sense for us to worry about it or make a decision. We just have to wait and then be annoyed. Oh, that's right. We weren't doing the mission thing, though. We were upgrading the criminal networks. That's actually a pretty good idea. And then we'll be able to run the mission, hopefully right afterward. Oops, I hit it again is a pretty okay name for a scheme. And we are managing to hold out on intel, but only because I'm basically never doing jobs, which feels a little bit like that's probably not the way we want this to be running. Okay, yeah, we got plenty of time to finish that. And after that, we just have to do this one more, huh? Let's try to run that upgrade. Let's see if we can get that upgrade run before that place overheats. My guess is no. God, it takes so many interactions to actually bounce one of these people off the island. I mean, if it was easy, if it was a small number of interactions, then you would never. I guess the other thing would never happen. Okay, somebody else grabbed him. But like, Iris, you're still needed. There we go. She's doing it. Okay. Yeah, there is unfortunately just no way to post a henchman, right? One thing I do think works really well for this kind of game that doesn't necessarily work so well for other similar games, sort of a little bit of a free allowance, a free affordance that this game is given, is that it is a real trope of this kind of work that the minions are frustratingly stupid and cannot execute simple plans, and so it kind of doesn't feel... It doesn't feel as bad, because it just sort of makes sense. Okay, so that one's upgrading, and once it's finished upgrading, it will be set to a pretty low level of heat, it seems like. That's what we have been observing so far. So right now it's showing 47. Okay, it did not, in fact, get reset. Well, still. Okay, so now we have enough Cure Investor missions queued up, provided that they all actually fire in time. And of course, there is no guarantee, because helicopter pilot. And this stuff is remarkably close to done. So let's see. These are 5 tall? Yeah. Do I need to do this? No, not really, but it does bother me a little bit for them not to be extended all the way to the wall. And then once that's done, we will have enough power for a very long time. We will not need to upgrade this room at all, and in fact I may cut some generators out of this room to create incinerator space, because, boy, it sure seems like we need more incinerators. Although, at the moment, it looks like the base has gotten pretty cleaned up. I think they've figured it out. Alright, so, world map, how's it going? We are at 4 of 5, and that is currently running. We are definitely going to overheat in a bunch of places. Dismiss that, because we don't have enough money to start the next research yet.
I'm not happy with these results. Not happy at all.
I'm hoping that having advanced this step will give us some cash.
Sure you can make the void work. Just a few tweaks. It might be difficult, but...
Boy, that sure is quiet, huh?
Are you questioning my ability?
But you can still hear the emotion on her face.
Tell us to question everything. That's the path of the true scientist.
That doesn't sound right.
I was wrong to tell you that. You should concern yourself with pursuits more suited to your abilities. Breaking rocks, constructing furniture. Simple crime. I can't work in these conditions. I need more space, more respect, more power.
Boy, I hope we don't have to dig out more space. I only have so much money. Okay, so we have to destroy the void... Whoa, hold on. Why are we destroying the void prototype? I mean, yeah, it's done a lot of bad work, I guess.
Objective available.
Smash your own creation out of love, and then research some potential safety measures to prevent bystanders from being affected, which we just do at the desk. Okay. Well, that seems fairly straightforward, at least. And we do, in fact, have the money to start the new research. I feel like we're really, we're getting a lot done here. This has been a productive episode. Alright. Let us do what needs doing. Somebody get down here and destroy this.
Research has begun.
It does feel like maybe we should research the safety features first. Because, like, this is going to have some effect, I reckon. Well, I'm here, I guess. Out of curiosity, what are your stats looking like? Your morale's a little bit low.
I require only
Why don't you come down here and restore your stats? Then also you'll just be nearby when this thing finishes, in case.
task complete.
Oh, okay, never mind. Everything's fine. Well, she should still come over here and restore her stats. I bet it's extremely warm in this room. It looks, just looking at it, I'm sweating. Okay, so I guess we have no important missions waiting right now, so we can go ahead and just make some dollars here. There we go. You know, why have minions when you could have gold instead? I don't know that I actually want to start either of those. Let's see, we got some headroom over here. That seems fine.
You've run out of gold.
And then there are no money missions available in this place with low heat. This place with low heat has stuff though. And you know, our passive income isn't terrible. So we're currently at 0 broadcast strength. If we want to keep doing upgrades, we do have to build more things. So she's not refilling right now, right? Yeah, the genius... Oh no, she is. Okay, it refills faster if the genius is present. Okay, well that's fine. Also, this analyze clues research is going by very quickly. We should probably expand our research facilities at some point here.
Still more.
But you know, once we have some money. By curing the investors, you protected Void's reputation. The same can't be said for the prototype, which you had to destroy to save the lair from violence. Oh yeah, that'll definitely make it so there's no violence in my lair. But I do have some safety measures to implement, and Void will rise again. Later, when it's safe. Okay, we're gonna have to bring in some specialists. Oh, we have to get 2 new minion types unlocked.
Objective
We need more gold, just have 30,000 gold on hand, and also complete a second loot side story. Those are doable things. We're almost, hopefully, done with this other one. Kill an investigator for $3,000. Okay, so, sorry, hold on. Before we look at that, let's look at this. You've sent your forces all over to find your target, and now you're ready. Show this master of martial arts that one guy still can't stand up to an overwhelming horde. Are we going to have to really commit like a huge number of people to this? 10 guards, which we actually have just on hand. There will be 80 heat gained in the region, huh? So we actually can't do this. Also, it's going to take such a long time for me to be able to get guards out. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to... Oh, you can reset heat for not that much money once you have... Temporarily decrease the number of tourists that come to the cover operation by 5. Interesting. Why would you want to do that? Isn't it good for tourists to come to the cover operation? Here, I'm going to queue this up. Because we're going to have to reset the heat of that place entirely before we can go for that thing, right? And unfortunately, this is gonna lock progress, so we probably just want to be in fast forward mode because like we have to finish this before we can pick up a loot side story for that. We have Saber investigators incoming, which is a problem. Oh, and also we need to do research, but I'm gonna need money to do research anyway. I'm assuming we still can't do level 3 research. It probably the thing that just happened was not the threshold for that, right? So we probably want to just sit here until we have about 22,000, because I probably do want to do a level 2 research. So for the moment, yeah. For the moment, we wait. Are these finished? No, one of them hasn't even been bought. Let's, for the moment, cancel that. Let's just not spend the money. Because we are kind of desperate. Alright, everybody's ready to go. So yeah, we'll reset heat here. Oh no, actually, this has already been committed. Well, we definitely want to wait until heat has been fully reset. It didn't even occur to me that that could be the request we were still waiting on account of that being a request that I issued so very long ago. Alright, so once this hits 0, we commit to this, and then hopefully that's the last step. It sounds from the text like that's the last step of that side story. And then we, first of all, we'll have room to do work on our other side story, and, more importantly, we'll have a second henchman to help fight agents, which is, I think, going to be an important part of the rest of our game, it seems like. Where are those investigators? Okay, they did get tagged, or at least one of them did. I don't see anybody in our base who looks like they're an agent in minion disguise. No, okay. I think we're good. I think it's happening. And we definitely don't want to commit any more missions. I do not want to do anything to confuse the helicopter while we're waiting for this to go off. I appreciate that it only costs 5 intel, but also it could cost 0, right? What if it was just 0? Speaking of. Alright, get on that. Hopefully we don't need guards for a minute. 10,000 gold for a reset, probably not. Oh, sorry. Don't do anything at all is the actual answer. Not until these guards are committed. We could do the $10,000 reset, but I don't... Nah, I'm good. Oh, we can definitely start new research, though. Let's do that thing. So... Yep, still not available. Let's go... It might be a good idea to take this heat reduction, actually. Heat is definitely a persistent issue. Okay, agents are getting dealt with. Guards are running for the helicopter. It is absolutely for sure going to leave without them. Yep. Incredibly annoying. Just incredibly annoying. Well, hopefully people get lined up for the next one here. Does it tell us how many are committed? Okay, well, I mean, it must be 3, because that's the math on this. I feel like you could just wait, right, until the rest of them were ready. And I mean, we must have had enough. Yeah, still says we have 6 in base. Okay, there we go. There's the last group of them. Oh no, but they weren't all present when the helicopter landed. Tell me? Okay. Thank God. Alright, it's a pretty short actual mission. Come on, show me excellent henchmen.
I admit I'm a little disappointed. I expected a bigger fight from someone of your caliber.
Then you disappointed me. You should have been expecting a smarter fight.
That's ominous.
What do you mean? Have you?
Did you really think emptying your base of forces wouldn't be exploited by my best student?
Yeah, that's okay. I'm concerned about that.
Prepare for attack.
His best student. Concerned. Defeat Jubei's personal student. Where might such a personal student be? I mean, I guess probably it's not going to be a huge surprise, right? We'll get a combat message real soon. But we actually didn't even empty our base. We are ready to do a thing. Oh, also. I did finish the research on that brain thing. You know, that brain thing. So maybe we could install the old brainwasher here. Do we have room for this anywhere? No, it's gonna... Really? Well, that's really not going to cause a pathing issue?
To complete this construction.
It feels like that should be a pathing issue. Go ahead and get that online as quickly as we can. I don't see a personal student of any kind. Are they going to come in through the front door? Oh, yep, apparently. Personal student, Bobby Ponchik. He has average quality. Well, defeat is broad, right? Our agents are better at fighting than they are or better at capturing than they are at killing anyway. Let's make sure that... Sorry, I always click the wrong button there. Let's make sure that Iris and Zalika are both present, because we may need them.
Your minions are in combat.
Okay, well, I would prefer that you not engage out there. Damn it.
Command processor multitasking.
If logic dictates.
Wow, that guy got very wrecked. You know what, Zalika? Maybe back up. You don't need to be the front line on this.
You have something I
Maybe continue running.
and it's not.
Maybe continue running until you are behind Iris. I don't know where the hell Iris went, but this would be a really good time for her to be present. I guess there is this guard here now, though. We can probably...
I might keep this one.
Confirming target.
I can anticipate their every move.
Okay, there we go. Between me and Iris, we should be able to... Oh, nope. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay.
Find that intruder.
Congratulations, you two.
For questioning.
You've been upgraded. Iris, this is maybe not... Yeah, alright, fine. Let her finish those two off. Yeah, she's in no danger. Well, some student he turned out to be. So does that count as a defeat, or do I have to... Maybe he's not defeated until he's actually dead. I was going to brainwash him. That was my big, brilliant plan here. I don't know if that's even a thing we can do. But it does look like the brainwasher is about to be installed. Just think about it. Think about that guy in my... under my employ with a clean brain. Think of how great that'll be. Yep, not a pathing issue. Okay, weird.
We have captured an intruder.
So we should definitely wait for his resolve to cook off here, which is going to be a minute.
An agent has been subdued and captured.
Are these guys also... No, they're gonna go down real quick. You know what?
We're running out of gold.
You get to be the inaugural test of this thing.
In the world.
And once again, let's just have Zalika present for combat stats, in case things go awry. Did you just get right up? She's got right up.
We brainwashed the prisoner into joining our cause.
Oh. Oh, she just became normal worker. Well, I guess that's fine.
Has escaped captivity.
Oh, and also an agent has escaped captivity.
Awaiting input of
Hey, Iris, could you maybe,
isolating unwanted fires.
I might.
Is that guy about to break out too? Is that... Nope, he's just stretching.
An agent.
Just normal stretching. Actually, you know what? Can I... Hold on. Can I change that order? If all it's going to do is make a normal worker out of him, I don't care about that. I would much rather they be intel. I know we have a lot of intel right now, but who knows how long that's going to last. Okay, and you're ready after that.
An interrogation has succeeded. We have more intel.
Okay, let's see what happens. Maybe an inappropriate time for the big musical sting. Now, where is your master? I mean, we know where his master is.
You will never find him.
I will once you give me his location.
Yeah, your brain's just been washed.
Moves like the wind he is, and when he doesn't hear from you, his silence is the calm.
So how did we manage to lose him? We had him.
And I'll just have to snuff that storm out.
And apparently this is not, in fact, the last step before getting that guy. Well... Oh, no, it absolutely is. You've driven off this new rival for now, instead of being able to hire him, which is what I wanted. Okay. So yeah, there is another step to his side story, and I am interested in that. But we should probably do a loot story for right now, just to get through this next step of the main mission. So, what do we have available here? Agent X once opined that the world would be yours when pigs flew. He was being hyperbolic, to be sure, but why not get literal and have some fun spiting him? I do love spite. If anyone will have information on the flying pig. So hold on, we're not going to make a flying pig, we just assume that a flying pig already exists, and that seems like a bad plan. Simple really? You want to rule the world, and America is part of the world. If you steal their Declaration of Independence, they'll have no choice but to fall in line, right? Well, you know, as much as some people in this country do treat it like a mystical religious document that is somehow almost simultaneously incomprehensible, I don't think that's actually a good plan. Do you ever wish you could turn back time? No? Well, how about slow it down instead? Find the legendary sands of time and use their powers to help you. See, this seems like a tricky one, because even if we do manage to track them down, whoever has them can just use them to go back in time. They just go, wait a minute, that's not how it happened, and then rewind to a time when I didn't know where they were. So what about this? Troy Story. An intriguing record from an otherwise disappointing heist has you suddenly interested in revisiting the scene of a crime. Your minions recently stole a batch of records from an anvil base. Decode them and see if anything of worth is stored there. Yeah, okay, we already broke in once. That seems easy. Shouldn't be a problem at all. So wait, what does this actually do? Patriot territory is full of inviting targets for your schemes. Show Agent X how powerless he is to stop you. I wonder if doing his story will, like, weaken him in some way? Because we already have the ability to summon him to our base for to kill him, theoretically, once we are capable of doing such a thing. So, yeah, I'm not sure what that side story could possibly be for. Alright, well, all of a sudden my vaults are full. I'm doing a really, really great job on dollars, and we should probably do something about that. That would maybe be a good place to pick up when we come back next time, tomorrow. So when you come back next time tomorrow, I started my intro in the wrong place. We're going to spend an awful lot of money, we're going to steal something, and we're going to continue pissing everyone off and then getting attacked by them. And we'll see you then.